about suffering. Since the Rabbi stated in one of the Shiurim that the only reason the rest of the nations suffer is not to embarrass the Jewish people from the rest of the nations, calling them a nation of sickly people.
Yeah.
I wonder how this applies to Noahites and Noahites in the process of conversion. Can someone in the process of conversion be punished for something they are not obligated to do at the moment, but had made a mitzvah a routine?
Apologize. I think there are two questions. Let's split it in half. Could you please read it again? Sorry.
Yes. A question about suffering, since the Rabbi stated in one of the Shiurim that the only reason the rest of the nations suffer is not to embarrass the Jewish people from the rest of the nations, calling them a nation of sickly people. So the first part of the question says, I wonder how this applies to Noahites.
Just one second, I apologize a little. Let me just explain. So for those who were not on that class, so we did some Gemara. In that Gemara, we said that the only reason Hashem gives suffering to other people, so to non-Jewish people, it's not for their benefit. For Jews, He gives the suffering for their benefit. Why? Because it cleanses them for sins. But for non-Jews, it's not for the benefit, unfortunately, but it's as a punishment, or even maybe it's there's nothing to punish them. Let's say, if it's such a thing exists, right? But they would. It's for sure. It's not for cleansing, right? But it's only so they would not make fun of the Jewish people. It's very, very harsh, but that's why people have to understand how Hashem treat differently Jewish people apart from other people, right? Have to know. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay, condemnation of sickly people. I wonder how this applies to Noahites in the process of conversion.
One second. Okay. So it's Noahites in process of conversion. They consider to be non-Jews until they convert completely. So even though they are allowed to keep some mitzvahs because they in a training does not mean they change their status of being non-Jews. Okay, go ahead, please.
I wonder how this applies to Noahites in the process of conversion. Can someone in the process of conversion be punished for something they are not obligated to do at the moment, but had made a mitzvah a routine?
No, they're not. I'm not sure if somebody gives me example. So, for example, if a person in the process of conversion, so he decided to go and smoke on Shabbos, to drive on Shabbos. So he's not going to get punished because he's not obligated. Of course, it's not for his benefit and this and that, but he's not going to punish if Jude does it, his soul, Chas v'Shalom, is going to be cut from eternity. That's the punishment. In the days of Sanhedrin, he's going to get a death penalty. That's the punishment. But since non-Jew is not obligated, Noahide is not obligated because the person is a process of conversion, he's not going to get punished. And if he or she does something as a routine, so again, if it's person truly in a process of conversion, there is no punishment because they were allowed. So our sages allowed this person to behave like that. There is no punishment. There is no reward, and there is no punishment if they do that. You understand? Or if there is no reward, no punishment, even if they stop doing that.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
Mitzvah or routine. Our friend says, how should a Noahide view their
suffering is maybe a punishment for something, right? And just suffering, usually suffering make people better people many times, not always, but maybe not severe suffering, but some suffering. Right? People, I know some people who everything is going well for them, health-wise, financial-wise, and otherwise. Like they very arrogant people. Understand? Like invincible, like because of them, because they eat this omega-3 oil or something twice a day, right? That's why. And he jogs every morning 7,000 miles. That's why he's healthy, and other stupid people are sick. Understand? Or he's invested in this coin and that coin and Bitcoin, Schmidtcoin, and he's very rich, and you because you're not rich, you're nothing. So for people like that, the suffering is actually very good for them to calm them down a little. Right?
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.